Okay guys, so today we're going to be making my chili recipe that I showed you guys before on Snapchat, and a lot of you loved it, so I wanted to make a video on it. So let's go through all the ingredients so you guys can cook along with me. So the first one I have is extra lean ground turkey. This one I buy from Costco, and you're going to be needing 2 packs of these. And then I have half an onion that I've chopped here. You need some chopped carrots as well. This is about 1.5 cups of carrots. You need some cilantro. This is, I would say, half a cup. And then I put a ton of spinach this time just because I wanted to put a little bit more in there. So I would say this is about 3 cups of spinach. And then I have here 2.5 cups of grape tomatoes that I have cut in halves. And then we have some cayenne pepper, black pepper, paprika. You need some salt, of course, garlic. And then this is the tomato sauce that I use. Make sure you guys get a tomato sauce that only has a little bit of salt and it's pure tomato sauce. And if it doesn't have any salt, that's even better. And then we're using 1 can of black beans. We're using 1.5 can of red kidney beans, 1 can of corn, and a little bit of olive oil, or you can use avocado oil. Okay guys, so to get started, I've added the 2 packs of my extra lean ground turkey in here. And now I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of water. And we're going to let that cook for a little bit. And this is also when you want to add probably 1 tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoons of some oil. I'm using olive oil. You can also use avocado oil. And now we're just going to put that on medium heat so that it can cook. Okay, so while the meat is halfway cooked here, now you can add some salt to it, and then you can add more salt later on. I'm using pink salt. And then you do want to add 2 tablespoons of garlic, chopped garlic. You can also use garlic powder if you don't have chopped garlic. And now I'm going to add in all of my carrots because the carrots do take a little bit longer to cook. So I'm going to add those in. And I'm also going to add in the chopped onion. And now we're going to put in our grape tomatoes. Once they cook down, they will also become sort of a sauce. So that's what I really like about them, and they add a lot of texture to the chili. Okay, so now we're going to put in some paprika. What this does is it helps to give a lot of color to the chili. And I do like to put a lot. And then we're going to add in our black pepper. I like to just eye it, but I would say you can put a good 2 tablespoons of it. Now we're going to add in a whole bottle like this. If you have smaller bottles, I would suggest putting in 2 of these because I am doing a nice big pot, so you will need the whole thing. So now I'm just going to mix all of this up, and as you slowly cook it, it's going to get thicker, and the longer you actually cook this chili, the more tasty it will be. But if you do cook it longer, you do have to keep it on a lower temperature and not high. Now we're going to put in our red kidney beans. I'm going to do 1.5 cans. This also adds texture, but this is what's going to make the chili have a ton of protein and fiber in it. And then you do want to add your full can of your black beans. And I do keep the juice in it. You guys can empty it if you want to, but it just adds to the sauce. And then we're going to add in our full can of corn. Look at all the colors. So before we add in our greens, I'm going to put a lot of cayenne pepper. This will just add a little bit of a kick. And now it's time for our greens. So I'm going to put all of my spinach in. I know this looks like a lot, but when you cook spinach, it gets a lot smaller. And we're going to stir up the chili so you guys can really see how it looks. And my favorite, cilantro. And I'll stir it, and then look how pretty that looks. This is my finished chili. How colorful is this? This recipe is full of protein, full of fiber, so many antioxidants, and a lot of vitamins from all the greens and veggies. And it is such a super quick and easy meal prep that I love to use all the time. And it is the perfect fall and winter recipe. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be cooking together next time.